chasing your dreams. That's the Organize Your Purpose podcast. Well, let's get started. Welcome back, family. Welcome to the Reiki, healing, hope, community. A place to heal, relax, be yourself, and be surrounded by those who want to see you blossom into or bloom, blossom into or bloom. I am Jessica, sup, a Reiki master teacher and intuitive. I also go by Jet. And welcome to your nightly self-care routine, babies. Okay, this is just a place for you. So if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, baby. I'm so excited to see you today. We have a special healing session. We are going to be working on finally moving on. So you've been feeling this shift, specifically what we're going to be talking about tomorrow with this solar eclipse in Sagittarius, which happens to be a new moon too, but it is all about an awakening. And so you're ready to move on. Have you ever felt, or have you been feeling like your life is just on pause, kind of just been in the same kind of circle, maybe for a year or 2 years, or maybe even 3 years, and you're ready to break that cycle and move on? Well, the energy is now aligning for you to do just that. So we're going to go into that in this session and do some alignment work here. So, what up? If you'd like continued support, head on over to the Patreon community. Also, hello, it is a giveaway. We are in Celebrate December. We gonna celebrate December. So if you would like to win a session with me, a healing session with me, an energy manifesting session with me, you can do so by answering this question in this video or any video in December. What life lesson taught you how to love yourself? I'm so excited to read all of those experiences that you have to share, as well as if you would like to win a spot in the Reiki Master Teacher Cohort, the 2022 Reiki Master Teacher Cohort. You can do so by heading over to the Patreon community, baby. That is the perks of being a patron. It is only $3 a month. It is not expensive at all. We go through a lot of guided work and lessons, as well as a lot of different events. Like we have our energy healing circle, and there's going to be 2 more special, probably might even be 3 special events that are going to be happening this month on Patreon. So I'm going to share more about that. One is going to be for the new year, one is going to be shifting energy, and one is actually going to be for healing practitioners, or those who want to go into healing or mystical or esoteric work, and how do you actually grow that and things like that, baby. It's community, okay? It's a mystical self-care community, but we gonna add all this little spice, all this little jazz. Also, a gentle reminder that if you would like to listen to our sessions, you can do so on Spotify, you know what I'm saying, Apple Music, Tidal, wherever you go, you can do that, okay? So, as we start a session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer, it's just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community. And because consent matters, baby, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Is that a yes? Okay. If you're new, I'm also very cheesy and I'm paid in smiles, so get with it or get lost. Okay. Do I have your permission to say a prayer? I was gonna say, do I have your permission to say a smile? Do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay, cool. Do I have your permission to touch you? Okay, cool. Because consent matters, baby. Because consent matters. So take a couple breaths in and out. Relax. Just relax. And start to open yourself up into this experience, into this energy. And relax here. Okay, breathe in and out. Okay. Dear universe and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am Ashe. Ashe, ashe. So I'm just simply gonna ask you, just point blank, period. Are you finally ready to move on? You finally ready to say no to what's not working for you? Are you ready to let some things go? It's tough, you know. It's tough to let go of yourself. To know that who you were was amazing to get you to this point, but they're no longer going to serve you to get you to the next level. Let this version of you rest. Let this version of you rest. Let this version of you take a break. And let's finally move on. What areas of your life do you need to let go of? Is it letting go of toxic partnerships? Those with dynamics of people that don't connect with you? Is it letting go of those relationships in your life that no longer serve you? And when I say relationships, I'm not just talking about romantic relationships. You might have to redefine your friendships, redefine your family, redefine a lot of things, your support system, your working environment. But last but certainly not least is redefining how you feel about yourself. You can't move on until you're ready to let go of the pieces of you that cannot grow. And a lot of times people may expect you to be a certain way or to do things a certain way. And you can love them to death, but it may not be what's best for you. And being able to let that go. For you to get to where you need to go, some people you will need to let go. But on the bright side, there will be some, actually probably much more people that you will have a deeper and better connection with. And because of that, you shouldn't be afraid of letting go of what doesn't work. You shouldn't force yourself to stay in places where you hurt. You shouldn't be afraid to let go of what doesn't work. You shouldn't force yourself to stay in places that hurt. Understanding there's a difference between discipline and staying in dysfunction. And the key to that is fear. If you are doing it out of fear, it is not for you. Okay? If fear is the determining, factor, then move away from that. But if it has more to do with, I just don't feel like doing it, that's a discipline thing. That's how you can tell the difference from either one of what it is. So if you feel like you might be in a relationship with someone and you feel like you've always run away before, and now it's getting a little bit tough, you have to ask yourself, are you running away because you're afraid to try? Or are you running away because there are red flags that you do not like? Okay? One is based off of fear, and one is based off of wisdom. The red flags are wisdom. Okay? It's the wisdom of something. Hey, you know you deserve better, so that's what you're gonna have. And then, you just don't feel like doing something, the lack of discipline and something like, this is too hard. No, anything worth having is worth working towards, but it shouldn't be to the point where you're compromising yourself or your boundaries. Same thing with work, same things with people in your life. Do not let people just treat you any old kind of way. You require and demand how people treat you, and you enforce that treatment as well. If you want more, you have to require more, and you are the first demonstration of what you want. So tell me, sweetness, what do you want in your life? Who do you want to be? What do you want to grow into? What are you going to expand it to? You tell me. Tell me who you are. Tell me who you're becoming. Because the you that you are becoming looks drastically different than the you are now or you used to be. And it's not saying that the you are now is bad. It's just simply saying let that version of you rest. They've worked very hard. Don't stress them out no more. And just acceptance. That's doing the work. Doing the work is knowing your value when you walk into a place of employment or you walk into something that you're working on and you know how much value you bring. And if someone wants to diminish you or act like what you're doing is not important, you know what you do? Okay, well, I'm going to show you that I'm even better than this opportunity, and you go and you put yourself in a better situation. If somebody tries to talk down to you, because that's just how they get off, they feel like they don't have control in their life, they want to talk down to you in a working environment, you know what you do? You do not let them speak to you. You go above them and you let somebody know that can advocate for you and on your behalf that this is not right. Do you get what I'm saying? You start to require, okay? The universe wants you to have better treatment. Baby, I'm gonna get into a real sticky one right here. The family situation. I don't care what the dynamics are. Don't you ever let somebody talk to you crazy. Okay? This is what I notice a lot of times when it comes to family dynamics, toxic loyalty. There will be, a parental figure, or there will be somebody older, like a parent, or like an auntie, uncle, grandparent, who they wasn't anything, like they didn't treat people right, but they still feel like they should be respected because they're older or whatever. And of course, you're not just gonna randomly see somebody start cussing them out. But here's the thing: this respect is earned. I will give you the respect of another human being, but you don't get that high sense of respect until you earn it, and you didn't do it. It wasn't important for you to do it, so you're not gonna get it now. This is the type of mentality one needs to have as they move forward into life. I mean, let me give you another example. Friends. Don't let your friends talk to you crazy. They're talking to you like any little thing you do, they just fine.